11:30. I've been up since 10 to 7, just puttering around. I've got coffee done. It's already percolated. I'm just boiling the water for the eggs. I've got my gear explosion to a minimum. Really, I just got to go get my hammock and then just start cramming everything into the bags where they went originally. Anyway, time to drink some coffee. Looks to be a nice morning. It's not mirror calm, but it's fairly calm. So I got quite a bit of paddling this morning to try and get to Timberwolf, and then my day of portaging and paddling begins. Okay, well, it's 9 o'clock. Everything is packed up. Just got to close my bag, drink some more water. Well, sorry, drink some more water, empty the bladder into my water bottle, pack it away. May have to use the facilities again this morning, but I just want to go over the route for today, if I can get it less blurry. Here, let's bring it up. Alright, so we are on Misty, this one right here. So I'm going to paddle down here, do the 130 into Timberwolf, paddle Timberwolf, do the 405 into McIntosh, and then do the 655 into Straight Shore Lake, do the 975 into Rosswood, not Rosewood, Rosswood, and then do the 175 into Brule, and then that's where we're staying tonight. So likely this site should be a nice westward facing lake to try and get the sunset. If it's taken, I'm going to come down here, and if it's taken, well, we're backtracking. But that'll set us up nicely the next day into Potter, etc. So that's the plan. Easy portage this morning, not bad portage, late morning, and then I'm hoping to be here around noon minimum, and then, you know, got a bit of a heavy afternoon, but should be in the Brule pretty early. I'm assuming around 3:30 at the latest. So it took longer to get, swinging around here, it took longer to get ready in the morning than it normally would with 2 people. So it's not horrible, but basically woke up around 7, and it took me 2 hours to eat, make coffee, everything, collect the gear explosion. So 2 hours is longer than usually. It's like an hour and a bit with 2 people. So 2 hours is a good benchmark, I guess. Tomorrow I'll try and wake up a bit earlier, and then the last day I'm trying to get out on Thursday basically as early as possible. I gotta set myself up on my cranny to get out because I'm trying to get back to play baseball at 6 o'clock in Belleville. Kind of set the expectation with the team that I'd be there. So knowing that it's going to take, you know, 2 hours, maybe less, because that day is just going to be an oatmeal day, I will try and wake up early and do it in less than an hour and several hours earlier. So anyway, it's time to hit the lake. The wind is moderate. It's going to push me down this lake, but then I might have to fight it coming back Timberwolf. So we'll see. Alright, it's 10 after 9. I'm just back on Misty, and I want to say, yeah, another moose. Let's see if I can't paddle down reasonably close. Try not to scare it. And this is why we come out. That is a beautiful sight. There he is. Alright. Enough dilly-dallying. 9:30. And this babbling brook is where the Timberwolf Creek, I believe, empties into Misty. and then there's the portage right there. Alright, 10 to 10, and I've done the 130 into, I guess it would be the end of Timberwolf Creek. So the 130 was pretty much uphill. I decided to do a double carry, which was the right call because it was pretty inclined, and it was actually just a nice hike with the canoe, past the waterfall, nice leisurely walk back, and then slug the bags up. And now I got to pick my way this direction and then back to the right around this corner somehow. Coming into this portage and leaving it, it's very shallow, lots of roots and stumps, so it might take me a little while to waggle through there, but I think we're heading in this general direction once you get around the corner. Okay. To 11, and I have paddled Timberwolf. So you're in a nice secluded little bay with the wind pushing you down the bay, but I came from this direction here and the wind screaming down this way. So I'll show you on the map how I paddled it, just to use the waves into the bay as much as possible. But so I'm just sitting nice partially sand beach, and I am at the 405 from Timberwolf into McIntosh Creek. So basically we paddled from this campsite down here to the 130, paddled up Timberwolf Creek, and the wind is just screaming down this way. So I hugged this shore, basically followed the white line, paddled into the middle of the lake, and then made a tight turn and tried to get behind this island. And once I did that, it all funnels down this way. So I kind of paddled right into the waves and then picked my spot, made my cut, and now we are right here at the beginning of the 405. Okay. Time to get stepping and get to McIntosh. Okay, 11:40. Actually, 20 minutes faster than my estimation. I have paddled Misty. I came around the corner here through these narrows, and we are just at the portage now. I think it's a 650 or 640. I'm not gonna lie, I fell in love with paddling again on McIntosh Lake. My little secret. So when I came into McIntosh, I basically stayed on the, I guess it would be the west shore, and the wind was at my back the whole way. The only time I ever got some wind was coming through these narrows, because the wind is coming this direction. But absolute gorgeous paddle, absolute gorgeous day on an amazing lake. Sad to see it go. Time to portage into the street. Alright, 12:30. I apologize if there's any wind, but I double carried into straight shore, and I ate my lunch here on this little rock overlooking the water. And basically I need to follow this shore all the way down into those narrows, and the portage should be somewhere around there. Problem is the wind is directly into my face, and it's a fairly rocky put in, so it's going to be a little tricky to get into the boat, and then it's going to be just a hard straight paddle right up the lake. Not a very big lake, so that's wonderful, but it's going to probably be 20-30 minutes of hard paddle, head down sort of thing. So after that, it's a long, almost a kilometer into Rosswood, and then a little banger into Brule. So I'm pretty much like 80% done the day. We'll see how that kilometer portage goes. Okay, time after 1. Paddled up straight shore, and if the put in is any indication, I'm gonna need some bug dope. So it's a kilometer, and getting pretty good at reading these bad boys. Looks to be straight up. You can see the sky there, so I'm hoping it just straight up hits a plateau and then levels out a bit, but who knows? I've been wrong before. Okay, bye. Time check. 2 o'clock. So I think it was 10 after 1, I believe, when I first got to this portage. I did a full double carry. So there's your estimated time, 50 minutes. There was maybe a 5 to 10 minute break when I first got here with the bags. Drank some water and just relaxed for a second. So really, it took me like 40 to 45 minutes to do that. So 2 o'clock, I got, this lake is tiny. I got a 100 and something portage into the lake I'm staying on, so looks like I'm gonna have tons of time today, which is good. That'll give me time for one or both of my 2 favorite things: camping midday naps and getting day drunk. Alright, 2:51. I said I wanted to try and get to my lake by 3. It, again, not bad with the time. This is Brule Lake. And if I was a betting man, well, if I had Jeff's map, I could probably confirm, but judging by the logs sticking out of the water, and I don't know, yep, judging by the old rail bed that appears to follow that far shore, this used to be a logging lake. I don't know if there's a depot or they used to just drive logs through here, but typically when you see them in the water like that and a railway close by, there used to be a depot. Anyway, bye for now. Alright, it's 3:30. Sorry about the wind. Basically, Brule, I don't know if you can tell, I can't really, but the wind is just pounding in this direction. And I was coming from over here, and I could hardly get around this corner. I ended up somewhere over here at the bottom of the hill. It was too steep to climb to get up here. So basically I lined the canoe around the point and then paddled down the shore, and I'll take you down. Here's the fire pit. It's gonna be tough, I think, to have a fire tonight with the amount of wind. Maybe it'll die down, but basically this is the back side of the campsite, and I'll walk you back to the canoe. It's like a 2-minute walk. I'm gonna get lost, I think. So back here is the thunderbox, which you have to walk right by to get down to the water. Here's where I got the boat stashed. Might move it a little further up. And down there is the put-in. I actually had a really good idea, because it's such a walk to the water. So there's my gravity filter hung. Haven't plugged in the filter itself yet. But I took the dry bag that I've been putting in the front as a ballast, putting water in it and putting it in the very front of the canoe. So I I put some water in it as well. So when I filtered all of that, I don't have to go back down. I can just pour this into my gravity filter and away we go. Alright, it's 4:30. I'm 1.5 rum and cokes deep and my bladder is full. No? I guess when you're by yourself you think of the stupidest jokes. Oh! And I had some significant gear malfunction today. So right now my right eye is Top Gun and my left eye should be wearing, I don't know, a beanie at some sort of hipster bar. Anyway, I got the lens for it, but it's annoying. So tomorrow I should be near Brule Lake and then passing Canoe Lake. I'm gonna probably go in and stop for a burger. I don't know if they sell beer, but a beer would be great. I'm gonna probably buy some more pop for the mix I have, and then for the booze I have. I need mix, and maybe they'll have a cheap pair of sunglasses. Anyway, cheers. So it's 10 after 9, and this is the view from the rock at the campsite. So it was a really good day. More my style. I didn't see anyone until this evening. I actually saw a canoe with 2 people, and then they headed off, I believe to I think it's a cottage on this lake. So, but all day, didn't see a soul. Saw moose this morning, saw tracks and moose droppings, but the only animal I saw today, loons, seagulls, and a couple chipmunks actually that kept sniffing around. Pretty sore. So carrying the canoe on every portage is new to me, and I elected to double carry. Basically, I had tons of time today, so instead of bonking and killing myself, I just double carried everything. It was nice, but I can really tell my shoulders from the canoe yoke quite sore, and also I'm using a kayak paddle for the first time. So, bless me. Sorry about that. But usually I'm obviously using a canoe paddle, which uses a certain set of muscles, but the kayak paddle apparently uses different muscles. So that was different, but all in all, great day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Wish I